Our story begins in El Paso, where a man named Ray is heading somewhere with his colleague Andre. Ray starts talking about his son Cody. Cody has been drifting further and further away from him. Ray has taken away Cody's car keys. But Cody is doing donuts in his car. He had an extra set of keys. He meets up with his school friends. Now, these friends are actually the children of DEA agents, and they're all feeling a little nervous because their parents have gone out on a raid today. Ray stops his van at a gas station, but a man comes up and tells him there's no gas here. So Ray says he needs to use the bathroom. The man tells him to go do it on the side of the road. He threatens Ray by showing him a gun. But just then, a dart hits him and the man collapses unconscious. Ray puts on a bulletproof jacket and gets ready with his team to carry out the raid. On the other side, Cody notices a new girl who just arrived, Teresa. The two of them are in chemistry class together, but Teresa doesn't pay him much attention. Meanwhile, Ray moves forward with his team. They take down the armed guards as they advance. There's a secret tunnel running from inside this gas station. Ray and two of his teammates enter the tunnel. They take out the thugs inside as well. But suddenly, Ray spots bombs planted all around. They all retreat. One of the thugs detonates the bomb. The DEA agents barely escape with their lives and make it out of the gas station. But just then, an agent gets shot from a distance. A sniper has started shooting at them from afar. A bullet grazes Ray as it passes by. At that moment, back at school, a boy named Jesse gets called to the office. Because that agent who was shot was Jesse's dad, and he's no longer in this world. All of his friends are heartbroken when they hear the news. The group of friends meet up at an abandoned church. Because of this, Cody arrives home late. His dad is worried because Cody wasn't replying to his messages. Ray tells Cody that all the parents think you kids should stop hanging out together for a while. There is risk in that. The next day, Jesse's dad's funeral takes place. The DEA agents and their children are all emotional. But meanwhile, over in Mexico, a woman named Natalia arrives to see her brother Benito. Benito is searching among his people late into the night for the rat who must have given the DEA information about their tunnel. He asks one of his men if he's the rat. He tells him to kill his own cousin, reminding him, "I gave you your first job." And this man has to kill his own cousin for Benito. Benito tells his sister, "The work you are doing there is vital. I can only trust you." After this, the next day during chemistry lab, Cody and Teresa become lab partners. But Teresa isn't really enjoying El Paso. Her whole life was in her previous city. So Cody and she start doing experiments together. At the same time, the rat on Benito's team is the same man who killed his cousin. According to the deal, he's asking the DA for witness protection because Benito has become suspicious of him. He tells Ray about Benito's sister, that she lives right here in El Paso but nobody knows anything about her. On the other side, Jesse has to move away from here because without his dad, they can't afford to stay. And the DEA's death benefits weren't worth anything. Cody brings this up to Ray, asking, isn't there anything DEA can do to help them? They could give them the money found during the raid. But the DEA doesn't operate that way. They are just setting up a GoFundMe account for them. After this, Ray's partner Andre tells him that Lizzie is bringing her daughter Denny to the training exercises so she can spend time with her. You could do the same thing. Ray brings Cody along with him. The two of them arrive at a trap house together. As soon as they get there, Cody's eyes land on all the cash lying around. He goes with his dad to the DA office. He takes photos of all the information the DEA has on the cartel. Cody goes and tells all of this to his friends. He's thinking about going to a cartel trap house and stealing all the money, because this job is really easy. There's just one lookout and one dealer there. And with this money, they can help Jesse buy a house here. Cody gives his friend Kyle the lookout job. Cody himself will be the getaway driver. Denny knows the DEA's off-site locations. With her mom's key, Denny can get access to the DEA's top equipment. But they'll only use non-lethal weapons so nobody gets hurt. Yvonne says, okay, suppose we do steal the money, but to give it to Jesse, we have set up offshore shell companies and open a ton of bank accounts. Cody says, exactly, your dad works in money laundering. You can handle all of that. Cody says these people killed Jesse's dad. And if it had been our dads who died instead, Jesse would be completely ready to help us. We have to take this risk for Jesse too. Meanwhile, the cartel's rat comes to meet Ray again at a cafe. But today, another car had followed him. They shoot him down. Ray rushes outside and fires at the car. He manages to capture the shooter. They take him with them and question him about Natalia. But this man won't say anything. Ray tells him, we know she's here in El Paso. So this man says that Natalia is here to crack all of your DEA agents' cover identities. They are gonna find you and wipe you and all of your families out. So Ray quickly calls his son and tells him, I'm going to be late getting home. Don't stay out too long. But Cody is already out tonight to rob the trap house. The only guns they have are taser guns. And if something goes wrong, Kyle will call 911. The other three put on night vision helmets and go inside. There are two people inside. One man comes over to light a cigarette. He doesn't notice them. So Cody moves forward. But his taser doesn't hit the man. They start wrestling with each other. Danny tasers the man. But he fires shots, which brings his partner running over. He fires too. Kyle starts calling 911. So Cody starts fighting with the second man. Yvonne tasers him as well. They all get back before Kyle can make the call. Their heist was successful, but they only stole $500. They could have earned more than this working after-school jobs. Everyone starts laughing. Cody says, I am proud of us. We all pulled it off together. Meanwhile, Benito finds out about all this. His sister is saying this makes us look weak. Benito responds, didn't this happen in your city? In the morning, the DA arrives at the site. Both those men are dead. Benito must have had them killed after the robbery. But Natalia found a military-grade night vision helmet there, which is why Benito thinks the DEA agents themselves have gone rogue to take revenge for their fallen comrade. At the same time, Cody and Teresa start having lunch together. Teresa's mom keeps messaging her. Cody says, my dad is the same way. He's in construction. And after my mom's death, keeping me alive is like another job for him. After which, Cody starts planning his next robbery. They video call Jesse. Jesse doesn't look happy at all. His mom is still job hunting. So Cody tells everyone his new plan. Now we're not hitting a trap house. Instead, we're going to rob the mule who collects cash from the dealers. And to avoid the mistakes from last time, they make a proper plan. This was an old man who followed the same route every day. So they kept watch on him. Behind this man, two guards follow in a sedan. They'll knock them down with non-lethal beanbag rounds. Kyle says, I can handle this. I'm the best at Fortnite out of all of you. They go and plant a GPS in the old man's van. They'll do the robbery in a quiet neighborhood. And on the day of the robbery, to keep their location history clean, they'll leave their phones at school. First, they go and set off smoke near the cars. Cody and Danny attack the guards with shotguns. But Yvonne can't taser the old man. The old man grabs her. While fighting with him, Danny falls to the ground. He tasers both the old man and Yvonne. Cody puts Yvonne in the car. But one guard points his gun at them. But Kyle shoots him with his Fortnite skills. They take off with the van. The van has a ton of cash in it. But that old man is still chasing them. Kyle opens the van doors and starts firing beanbag shotgun rounds at his car. The old man crashes on the roadside. They take the van to Kyle's grandpa's old barn. They throw the cash in the air and start dancing underneath it. On the other side, that old man contacts the DEA. He knows that because he lost the shipment, Benito won't let him live. The old man tells Ray that the robbers were 2 women and 2 men. And they weren't from any other cartel either. They were very sloppy. So Ray asks the old man about Natalia, saying, if you want witness protection, tell us. But he can't tell them about her. Meanwhile, Benito's anger is through the roof. He says, they are making fun of us. This has to be the DEA. And now I want their families, their children, all of them dead. At school, Teresa is upset with Cody because he's been ignoring her. So Cody starts trying to make it up to her. He takes Teresa hiking with him. Here they start talking about Cody's mom. Cody misses her a lot. So he and Teresa kiss. They go back to Cody's house together. There, Teresa sees Cody's family photo. Meanwhile, Ray is watching the CCTV footage of the robbery. They can't figure out who's doing this. Andre says both places they got hit were places that we were up on. They removed our GPS tracker first. And beanbag shotguns are only used by law enforcement, nobody else. He's starting to suspect people in his own office. Just then, they get the location of Benito's new tunnel from wiretaps. The DEA raids the place. But this whole thing was a trap set by Natalia. The DEA agents quickly put on their masks. But all of this is being recorded, which means Natalia and Benito have gotten their faces. So Ray comes home and tells Cody that I need to give you a curfew. From now on, be home before 9 o'clock. Cody says that if the cartel wants to kill me, they would have killed me already. Cody says I'm 18. You can't control me. Cody walks out of the house. He goes and sets that van on fire. Cody steals more sensitive information from Ray's laptop and his ID. Meanwhile, Ray finds out that a total of 300 grand has been collected in Jesse's GoFundMe. Jesse happily shares this news with his friends. But they don't tell Jesse that they were the ones who did this. And Cody has another plan ready. But the others say we already quit. To which Cody says no, we should do something for ourselves too. Cody wants to steal this money to do something for himself. He wants to get away from all of the DA stuff. Just then, Danny feels sick and starts throwing up. On the other side, Ray is watching the robbery video and sees one of the thieves falling. So Danny is taken to the hospital. Her mom comes to see her. Ray also comes and meets Cody. Cody tells him it's a delayed onset concussion. Danny fell down the stairs last week. Hearing this, Ray remembers the robber falling. He asks Cody again when Danny fell. Cody says I wasn't there but I think last week. After Danny regains consciousness, Cody meets her again and apologizes to her. But Danny says thank you for being here. I know you don't like hospitals. Danny asks him what happened, Cody. So Cody says my dad. So Danny explained to him that your dad is a protector type. During your mom's time, he couldn't save her. And now he is terrified of losing you. He just wants to keep you safe because he loves you. Meanwhile, Ray notices that the robbers and Cody's movements match up. At the same time, Teresa invites Cody to her house, saying my mom wants to meet you. Cody says okay. But with this, he's making a new plan with Kyle. He cancels his plan to go to Teresa's house, telling her to come to our house on Friday instead. Cody also tells his dad about this, that I am seeing a girl and I was supposed to go meet her mom but I had to cancel. So I've invited them for dinner on Friday. Ray agrees to bail Cody out. After that, the next day, Cody and Kyle arrive to steal one of the cartel's trucks. But the DA is there too. They're also after the truck. As soon as the truck stops, Cody and Kyle turn off the lights there. They taser the truck driver. But the keys aren't in the truck. And a gunfire breaks out between the cartel and the DA. Cody and Kyle get caught in the middle of it. Kyle's mom is right in front of him. Ray also shows up and starts firing at the cartel. Kyle searches for the truck key. But then an explosion goes off there. And in that flash of light, Ray sees Cody's face, who drives off with the truck right in front of him. But Andre is in front of the truck. He can stop or chase them. But Ray gives him stand down orders, which is why Cody gets away. Andre comes up to Ray and asks what happened. Andre thinks that after their comrade's death, Ray was stopping him from taking risks. Meanwhile, Cody brings the truck to the barn house, and from inside this truck, instead of cash, drugs come out. These are millions of dollars worth of drugs that the cartel will be searching for. The next day, Ray calls Cody to say something. Teresa and her mom show up there, who is actually Natalia, but she gave a fake name. During dinner, Teresa gets up with the excuse of using the washroom and plants mics there. She also sees the truck key on Cody's table. Teresa and her mom were together in on all of this. Danny gets kidnapped from the hospital. Teresa calls Cody and says thank you for dinner, but we want our truck back. Danny was with them too. Teresa gives Cody 2 hours to bring the truck there quickly. Cody grabs some supplies and pushes his car out of the house so his father won't hear the noise. But right behind him, some armed men break into their house. Ray wakes up over there. And just then the shooter starts firing at him. Ray fights these shooters and takes them down. He sees that Cody wasn't there. Cody had left him a message saying I'm at the hospital with Danny. Cody himself took off with the truck toward the location Teresa gave him. Meanwhile, Ray finds out that neither Cody nor Danny are at the hospital. So Ray asks Andre to trace his location, and says run ID checks on Teresa and her mom. Ray traces Cody's location and goes after him. Cody arrives at the location and says don't shoot, I have a bomb. Teresa knew that Cody could build a bomb. At the same time, the DA starts taking down the guards standing outside. Benito comes and says this isn't a bomb, to which Cody lights a fire to blow the bomb. But the fire doesn't even reach the bomb. The thugs pick up their guns and start coming toward him. But just then, the DA bursts in. They start taking down the thugs. Ray is protecting Cody from the cartel's thugs. Teresa takes Danny into the tunnel and Danny's mom kills Benito. Cody also goes into the tunnel after Danny. Ray goes into the tunnel to save Cody. He's moving forward with his gun, but as soon as Teresa and Natalia come in front of him, Natalia gets shot, which Ray had fired from behind. Teresa leaves Danny right there and runs away. Ray grabs Cody and starts beating him. He won't listen to a word Cody says. Ray ties Cody's hands and says they kidnapped you and Danny from the hospital. They beat you and brought you here. Danny's mom and Andre arrive there. Cody tells them exactly what Ray told him to say. Ray hugs Cody. Later, he even takes Cody to wrestling practice, which means their relationship has improved. On the other side, Teresa takes Benito's place. She kills her own grandfather first, saying this is no way to live. Along with this, Jesse buys a house in El Paso. All the friends are happy, but Teresa is still watching them from behind. So with this, friends, this story ends right here. Let us know in the comments how you liked this explanation. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.